Hi, and welcome back to Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman. My name is Chris LaRose, and this here is Douglas Maidenford, our resident Pennsylvania Dutchman. How are you, Douglas?
I am ready to go.
Ready to rock. All right. Anything you want to say before?
No, let's go.
All right. Well, we got a question today for you from Mr. Rodger Brown of Manheim, Pennsylvania. That's my neck of the woods.
It is.
Rodger says, PA Dutch surnames such as Miller, Baker, and Weaver are common throughout most of the country and describe what the family employment was before coming to America. There are other names like Fenstermacher, Wasserman, and Schmidt, which are not so evident to their occupations. Can you explain what these names mean, as well as other descriptive names which are not so evident? P.S. What does Maidenford mean?
Huh. Well, Roger raised a good question. A good question. A lot of people maybe didn't know that your last name, hundreds of years ago, was what you did. So we had names like Miller. That was someone that was a miller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a baker, which, and sometimes these got translated into English, like Miller, Baker, and Weaver. Those are translated from the German.
It got
Miller,
anglicized.
Becker.
It
is a big word. Miller, Becker, and Weaver. And then we have names like Fenstermacher, which is window maker, but that didn't get translated. It's a great name. Or what was the other one he threw up there? Wasserman and Schmidt. Schmidt's a blacksmith. A smith. It's where we get the name Smith from. It's funny. These old last names, like your last name's LaRose. Were you a rose seller or something?
I don't know. I'm telling you, those French don't know what they're doing when they come to names. But I've had girlfriends try to steal my last name before.
Oui.
Not PA Dutch though.
No.
But my grandma's last name was Clay.
Yeah, Clay.
I don't know what that means either. But I don't know.
Well, I think it's funny, because we have these names, and a lot of people have these names, and they don't do the profession anymore. How many window makers are out there, but have the last name Fenstermacher? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do know a couple people, though, the word Meyer, the last name Meyer means dairy farmer in Pennsylvania Dutch. I know some dairy farmers with the last name Meyer.
I do too.
So
Probably
I think it is the same ones. I think it's kind of funny if we thought about what if nowadays we have all these new jobs. What if people change their last names to the jobs that they have today? Could you imagine what some of them might be like?
You're talking like Jeremy Appmaker.
Jeremy Appmaker. Yeah, or Johnny, if we kept it Pennsylvania Dutch, Johnny Phone Cooker. That's somebody that only looks at their cell phone all the time. That sounds like a good last name. I mean, there's other chops too out there. But, I don't know.
Well, now, if that's the case, do you think people would be trying to get the good jobs just for the name, like Thomas Skydiver? Or
do people skydive for a living?
I'm sure they do, and I bet you if they got to keep the last name, they'd probably try.
Well, I would say, who's going to tell them that they can't keep it?
I'd be Chris Musiker.
You would be Chris Musikmann.
Well,
Chris Guitar Spieler.
Well, I guess I did just have to get a warehouse job because of this crazy stuff.
That would make you Warrenheiser.
Warrenheiser.
Chris Warrenheiser. That sounds like a good last name.
I don't want that one now, though.
No, LaRose is pretty. I wouldn't want to give that up. That just rolls right off the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But you think about it, there's a lot of chops out there now that never existed before. And I like this idea. You get a chop and you can change your last name to that chop. And then you pass it on to your kids.
Susie Facebook Manager.
Susie Social Media Manager. Yeah, something like that. Or there's all these people like Carter Computer Programmer. It just doesn't have the same ring as like Fenstermacher.
No, it's got some oomph to it, you know?
It does. What other jobs would be out there? That didn't exist, before.
That didn't exist.
Yeah. So, Robert Radio Speaker.
Yeah.
Guy that speaks on the radio. Schwetzkastersprecher. That'd be a really long last name. I don't know. I think, these are old traditions. I would wager money that there's a lot of people out there, like Roger said, that don't even know what their last name, like what it means.
Well, I didn't know what Clay meant. What's that? I don't know.
Well, Clay is Clover.
Clover. Well, I know there's a township, Clay Township. I wonder if
maybe they had a lot
We might have been big heads in that town.
Well, you got a big head, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's why I made this hat to cover
it up. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And you think about it, there's some crazy last names out there. Giesemeyer, Heba Hawa. No, that's not a last name.
Heba.
That guy had a job though.
Oh boy, did he
Henry
ever.
Heba.
He got some work done.
What's your old man do for a living? Well, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Here's what I want all our viewers to do. You go out there and I want you to think of these new jobs that are out there, and you let us a comment in the section down below.
What is the silliest job you can think of? Like the most redundant, modern, ridiculous thing. You know, there's some jobs out there that you just got to think, oh, I can't believe people get paid for that.
You're putting me on the spot here, buddy. I don't know.
That's all our videos are, Doug.
I know, but the silliest job that's out there. There's some pretty silly jobs out there. Like that guy at a sporting event who just shoots the T-shirts out of the T-shirt gun. That's a job.
Todd Shirt Blaster.
Todd Shirt Blaster. That sounds like something out of a comic book.
Oh.
And then you get some guy that's got a bad accent or he doesn't quite hear it right, and then the R changes to another T. What was his first name? Todd.
Todd
Shirt Blaster.
Todd Shirt Blaster. Oh god.
That's a pretty crazy job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what those shirt blasters get paid. And then you could be like, he has kids, it's going to be little Johnny Shirt Blaster. And then you're going to be like, we got to keep it G. It's shirt.
I'm
shirt.
trying. I'm saying it. I'm just.
I hate all those shirt blasters down the road. They've never been good. You know, you got these old feuds going, and then you got the shirt blasters. You know, like the Hatfields and McCoys. But it'd be the shirt blasters and give me another job.
And
Come on, hurry up.
The koozie catchers.
And no. I don't know. But something like that. And then you'd have the shirt blasters versus somebody else. Hey, I'm a yay.
That's shirt blaster's enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
Especially if you do it right. Anyway, hey, that was a good question, Rodger. Braun. He's got a great last name, Braun.
You never answered the question.
Maidenford. Yeah, Maidenford. Well, sometimes last names come from the region where the family maybe owned property or something like that. So Maidenford, isn't the original spelling the way I spell it now. This is many generations. It's changed spellings because of whatever reason. And it originally was Maverden. It doesn't look anything like Maidenford. And that was the region we came from the region between Germany and the Netherlands. There around the Rhine River where it crosses the border. And we owned land. We had land, so we were the Maverdens.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, we were a big deal. Till the shirt blasters came along and stole our property.
Your thunder.
Yeah, came in with them. Anyway, that's a great question, Rodger. Thank you so much for sending that in.
Well, now it wonders me, if we're going to be giving people names of their jobs, how long do you have to keep the job before you can keep the name? Like, do you have to get tenure or something, or can you just get the job for 3 weeks and it's yours?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or do you have to get the job and then go have a kid as soon as possible to send the name down with the kid so they got that locked in?
Oh, yeah. I
like seat saving, you know?
Ich weiß nicht. I don't know. But you think about it, some of these last names have been around a long time. Like old Johnny He-Haver. He's comes from a long line of He-Havers. Hundreds of years of he-having.
All that having, all the he.
That's right. Oof. We want you to leave the best idea for a new job last name in the comment section down below. And if you don't know what the Dutch is, and if you don't know what the Dutch is, you put the English and I'll translate it for you into Dutch.
That'd be a good one. Then we can do another video and
we can say these were the best answers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How's that sound? We'll give a personal shout out to the one that we think is the best.
You know, I was thinking, I did a concert last night, and I was coiling all the cables, and I was sitting there thinking, I wonder how many hundreds of miles of cables I coiled in my life playing music.
What's that have to do with anything we're talking about?
Well, I'm just thinking, if I hired somebody to do it, they'd have to change their last name to Cable Coiler.
Cable Coiler.
Yeah. That'd be a fun one.
Maybe we need new last names.
Well, isn't that how they used to make fun of people back in the day, you know, little Sally, I don't know, Sally Cup Thrower.
That's what she did? She threw cups?
It only takes one time, you know? People in the old days, if you did one thing that was out of character, or you got that name You know, here comes Doug.
Yeah, right.
Here comes Doug.
Yeah.
Something. You know what I mean. It's coming. People
Yeah,
were
it's
filling in the blanks. You just...
Okay.
All right.
Hey, you have a question like Rodger? You gotta send it to us. The email address is at the end. You send us a question, we'll answer it.
We got to do Rodger Question Sender.
Rodger Question Sender. Yeah. Questioner. Rodger Questioner. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, you get it.
Yeah. Close us out.
All right. Well, you heard it from the Dutchman. Any last remarks?
Nope.
All right. Well, until next time, Mox
good.
If you have a question, you have to email us at busterpa@yahoo.com.